James Harden leaving the Houston Rockets no longer a question of if, but rather a question of when. Some of the top teams that showed interest include the Philadelphia 76ers, the Miami Heat, and the Brooklyn Nets. But recently, the Golden State Warriors got into the conversation as many sources and fan bases started to discuss this topic. For the Warriors, even though the roster looks competitive, but from the game against the Nets and the Bucks, we can tell the Warriors have some major problems on both ends of the floor. So in today's video, I'll be talking about whether the Warriors should trade for James Harden and whether it can solve the problem for the Dub Nation. And with that being said, let's roll the intro.
Hi. I'm on my match in the dark. 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 I'm on my
Yo, what's up guys, Jason's here back with another video. If it's your first time watching, I do multiple basketball videos on a weekly basis, so don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, and you'll be the first one in the future to see more awesome videos just like this. So let's first talk about the most popular trade ideas on the internet. The Warriors will get James Harden and the Houston Rockets will get Andrew Wiggins, Eric Pascal, Jordan Poole, the 2021 top 5 protected first round pick, the 2022 first round pick, and 3 second round picks. Now let's break down why the Warriors will do this and why they won't. The reason that the Warriors will do this trade is because of James Harden's lethal offensive ability. I feel like people are forgetting how incredible James Harden is as a player. At the age of 31, Harden was able to average 34.3 points per game, 6.6 rebounds per game, and 7.5 assists per game. With James Harden on the floor, not only he is able to distract defenders, but he can easily score by himself if the team's offense isn't fluent. With the current roster the Warriors have, Andrew Wiggins and Kelly Oubre Jr. cannot score consistently in the paint and shoot threes at an efficient rate. Even though Steph Curry and James Wiseman are really on point, but that's not enough for the Warriors to push along the season, so getting James Harden can easily elevate this offense. But the Warriors might not do this trade because of the large number of draft capitals included with it. As of right now, Steph Curry is 32, Klay Thompson is 30, Draymond Green is 30, and James Harden is 31. Doing this trade can easily stand the future of the Warriors away. Plus, as Klay Thompson returns next season, the Warriors will have 3 elite starting guards in the lineup, which can put them at a bad spot in terms of sizes. Now, I think getting James Harden will somewhat solve the problem, as the Warriors will have a lineup of Steph Curry, James Harden, Kelly Oubre Jr., Draymond Green, and James Wiseman, which makes a lot more sense on offense. I think you guys can tell I didn't mention that much about defense because I feel like it's really hard for them to steadily improve the overall team defense, but it is definitely possible on offense. With James Harden on the court, it can easily stretch the floor and increase the firepower on the line immediately. Trading for James Harden is really risky from my perspective because there's no guarantee that Steph Curry will work well with a player like James Harden, who is the ball-heavy guard. I can't tell if James Harden can fit in right off the bat, but what I can tell you is this Warriors team will have no chance of this season if they do not make any major changes, both in terms of the roster and scheme. Alright guys, so this wraps it up the video. Comment down below if you want the Golden State Warriors to trade for James Harden. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and follow me on social media with all the links in the description down below. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace.